Alright, this is part 2. In part 1, we set up the program, we started our loop, we tested to make sure we can get in and we can get out of our loop. Then we added our counter, made sure that worked. Then we added our input and also did our decision. And in our decisions, even though our final product won't have them there, we have outputs in each one of those to make sure that it's working when we test it. When we tested it, we found out we had an error. And the error was that instead of adding to the accumulator, it was joining. And we fixed that by using parseInt conversion to change the text 10 to a binary 10. And then we tested it again and it worked. Alright, so we're ready to go ahead and start working on the rest of our program. Just like we did with the flow chart, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the rest of this math. And after inside the loop. So the next thing I'm going to place in there is this math. And again, just like in the flow chart, this math does not belong here. But this is the only way I can make sure that everything is working correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now I'm going to have to create all my outputs for this. So I'm going to, let's see. Wait a minute. Yes, okay, so I'm going to do alert, open and close parentheses, semicolon. And then I'm going to copy that down. And if I hold down my control key while dragging, it's going to make a copy of it. And then I just need to go into my flow chart and get all those output. So the first one, I'll just go right in order. We already have the number of loads. So now we're going to do this one. I simply copy everything inside. Control C. Control V. And again, grab the next one. Control C. Control V. And then the next one. Control C. Control V. And then the last one. Control C. Control V. And obviously I had one extra here, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I might as well go ahead and put the number of loads at the top with the rest of these. Oops. So I'm just going to select this and then just drag it up. Alright, now we're ready to go ahead and save it and test it. I'll preview it. And I have 10 tons and it's Acme. And you can see that we got 10 and we got the many loads. And the money for that is 500 times 5,000. So we've already seen this before. We haven't gotten any money for rock. Money for the surcharge is 5,000 times 10%, and that's going to be 500. And then, whoa, total money is bad. So we can see that we have a problem with line 39. It says total money. This might be a typo there. Let's go and see what is going on. So you can see that I have an error in my flow chart because total money, well, that's a capital T. And then we have a small t here. So that is what our problem is, total money. So my flow chart is consistent with capital letters, and then this is not consistent with small letters. So I have to put a small t here. And then I'll go ahead and save it and preview it again. And that's why we use the build and test methodology, so we can find those errors really easy. So 10, 1, 5,000, 0, 500, 5,500, so 5,000 plus 500. And then we'll say yes. And I'll say 10. I'll say town. And now the town has 10. Number of loads is 2. The money for Acme is 5,000. It'll be the same for the town. Good. but the amount of surcharge isn't going up because the town doesn't pay a surcharge. And then 5,000 each, and then plus the 500 surcharge. Total money is 10,500. Excellent. And then we can say no. So I don't have to test everything else because I've already tested everything above it. And as long as the math comes out right, I know that this is correct. But this isn't how it should be. So what we need to do now is fix it so it actually works the way it should. And so I'm going to get rid of this done looping because we know our loop works. And then what I'm going to do, all this math here, it doesn't need to be done, or the output, inside there. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and paste it down here. And then I have two more things. Oops. Let's see. After number of loads, actually I should have put it there. We have these two. So this alert here, I'm going to copy it and then paste it down here. And then that's for the Acme. And then I'm going to copy for the town. Control C. And then I lost our place. There it goes. Okay. Control V. All right. Now I need to get rid of everything here I don't need. So we're going to do the math someplace else. So I'm just going to comment it out. And the only reason I'm commenting out is that if I test this now and things are not working right, I can uncomment and find out what's going wrong. So I'm going to leave those in there. I don't need this alert either. And I don't need, where's the other one? This alert here. So it's going to go a lot faster now because we're not going to be stopped by all those alerts. The only thing that's going to stop our code is this prompt at the end. So let's go ahead and save it and preview it. No. Okay, never mind. No. Well, now I've screwed it up. No. Okay. Okay. I'm not done yet. That's my problem. Okay, so now we've done that. We don't want these to be alerts. We want these to be document.writes. So document.write. And then I'm going to copy that. Oops. Control C. And then put it over the alert. Control V. And then starting with the second one, I need a BR. BR. And greater than symbol. Alright, so now I can copy from the first character all the way back. Control C. And then from the first character all the way back, select it and paste. 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 Good. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and finish this thing up. So to save it and then preview it. 10 tons Acme. Yes. 5 tons Acme. Yes. 10 tons town. Yes. 5 tons town. And now we can say, now we put 2 orders in so we can see if everything is accumulating and see if the math all works. I'll do no and hope for the best. I'll click OK. And we can see now those did perfect. Acme Rock is 75. That looks like too much money. Oh no, 15, right. All right, so 10 before we did 10. So it's 15, 75, 75, and then 10% is 750. And if we add up all these, it comes out. So this is absolutely perfect. Now you notice we have all this commented out stuff in here. And what I want you to do is just leave it. Now, we would probably dress up our code and get rid of that. But if you leave it in there and then I take a look at your code and I see a bunch of comments like that, I know that you did it correctly. and I know that you probably did it faster than everybody else. Whereas if it doesn't look like that, you probably copy and pasted everything in before, didn't do the build and test, and probably spent many frustrating hours trying to get your code to run correctly. So that's what you want to do. Build and test methodology. And now this one is ready to go to production. Okay, and that's it for this lesson.